kasi ang sa wakas na expectations eh. So, very pure eh. Tapos ano talaga, based, yung experiences talaga na hinayaan na mahinog bago nagawa, bago linatag.
Yung Burnout was, it was sponsored by Osworld. Parang online gaming siya. So it had a higher budget. May content constraints. To be totally honest, I think because my constraints, I mean, obviously, one of the most favorite songs of everyone yung Burnout, diba? So, I felt sad na I couldn't give the song justice, but it was a good experience.
Video na pakiramdam ko, nakita namin na nagre-react lahat ng tao. Na, uy, ganda ng video nyo.
Yun yata yung turning point yung career namin eh. Yung Hari ng Sablay. I think that was the song that introduced us to people outside of Manila.
Ang galing talaga ng bata doon.
Yung scene na inuumbog siya sa
Salamin.
mga 5 takes yata yun. Tapos medyo naman mag-ano yun. Pero ang galing niya kasi shake it off. Tapos parang, sige, let's do it again. Yun talaga, kung benta at benta, yun ang nagdala sa amin. Yun ang nagbigay sa amin ng kotse, bahay.
Alin daw?
Ni-record yung Drum Machine, marami na kaming nakasabay na mga banda na tumutugtog. So, mas naging heavier yung guitars. Maraming instrumento na pinasok. So, mas makapal at mas may ingay yung tunog ng Drum Machine.
Nagkaroon na ng bagsakan yung mga songs nila. Areglo happy para sa akin. Big fan ako ng Sa Wakas. So, yung mga basing Drum Machine, hinayin ako. Maganda yung nakanta, pero okay lang. Ito, kumbaga, mga experiences na konti na lang. So, ginagawa na lang ng kwento ng simple experience. So, ang hirap gawa ng kwento kasi yan eh. Tapos wala kaming chance na i-dry run.
First single of the second album, Drum Machine, and nakatrabaho ko yung crush ko, si Luigi, ng Mojo Fly before, and Delara later on. Yan natin yung first video na umarap si Ebe. His first acting debut! And after that, they didn't get me for a while.
Nung lumabas yung Drum Machine, hindi talaga namin in-expect. Bumuhos yung gigs, tapos saan sa kami pinapagawa. Laybag, sa nagtipok sa akin. Nagka-baby si Mitch. Si Mitch hindi naman siya famous for siya dahil yung priorities niya talaga yung sa pamilya niya at sa kaibigan niya. Be on the phone constantly with his kid. Kaya yung yaya, parang, kamusta na siya, ganyan. Hinahanap po kayo. Umabot na sa point na we were out of town one day. Tapos, sabi niya, kamusta na si Waki? Okay lang, hindi ka naman hinahanap. Doon na siya nag-wall kasi hindi na siya hinahanap ng anak niya. Nauubusan ako unti-unti ng time with my kid. Hindi ko rin expect kasi lumaki ang sugar free nun. Sa akin naman, never sa akin naging importante kung maging sikat ka. Hindi ko hinabol yun. Mahilig lang talaga ako sa music. So, parang trabaho. Kung yung trabaho na yun, medyo hirap ka na. Hindi mo na nagagawa yung mga ibang things na gusto mo. Mag-resign ka.
Maganda yung transition kung yung transition from Mitch to Kaka. Maganda yung transition. In fact, we even totap an event na talagang parang turnover. Mismo nagkaroon kami ng isang gig na half of the set dinugtugan ni Mitch tapos nagpasa ng drumstick papunta kay Kaka. Tapos half of it naman. In fact, Madalas kasi kapag merong nawawala or umaalis sa banda, bad blood ka agad. Pero with Mitch, wala.
Kaka-add something really great to the new lineup, the new songs. Pero when it's Mitch's songs, parang iba din kung pumapalo si Mitch.
Sabay ko pa yan eh. Sabay kami ng drums eh. Kumbaga kalahati ng kanta ako, kalahati siya. Hanggang kaya na niya. So, tinuturuan ko pa kung paano yung mga kanta. Tinuturuan ko rin siya kung paano i-handle si Ebe sa si Jan. Tapos paano i-handle yung crowd.
Si Kaka, paborito ko. Yan, si Kaka, paborito ko. Malambing na bata yan. Kahit mas tanda siya sa akin, feeling ko anak ko siya.
He's like the complete opposite of Mitch. Kasi si Mitch Pilio yan eh. Si Kaka naman, he's very charming in a very boyish kind of way. Kaka, magaling na drummer, more on jazz talaga. Doon Kaka is a good guitar player. As in, nanggiling pa siya kay Ebe.
Siyempre, nung unang month, medyo,
iyaan lang talaga. Kapaan pa ng
pero after 2 months, okay na yung chemistry.
Hindi ka din ako natulog.
First time I worked with them was on Talaarawan. Ede asked me to produce the album. And, well, I said, okay, send down the songs, we'll listen to them and we'll see. Para sa akin, parang gusto pa rin nilang talunin yung first album. They were a little worried about what they were about to do. I know that they were going through some difficulties. You could feel that there was some kind, he had been through a lot. A little, burned out from gigs, and basically having to live up to star billing because, their second album was really huge,
Yung third album, wala na ako dun actually. Isa lang ginawa ko dun yung remake pa, Batang-Bata Ka Pa.
Talaarawan is very different. It seems like a more moody album. It's a little more, bipolar. There's very, very, very highly melodramatic stuff. And there's some funny stuff here.
With regards to music videos, I was supposed to work with them for 2 other videos. At kung ayaw mo na sa akin, we finally got to work with each other. And parang Ed and me were like, dude, parang we have to work with each other na. Parang it has to push through finally. So that's the video I worked with.
Kung ayaw mo sa akin, that was cute. So ito yung parang reunion, grand reunion. And it was a very, very, very happy experience. So we shot sa bar ko yung Magnet, tapos students ko na yung mga ginamit. Pero I think this was the closest experience to Mariposa for me. I think parang in essence medyo emotional sequel siya to Mariposa.
May 3 concepts si Quark eh. Ito yung napili namin lahat. And yeah, basically all we did was show up kasi sila Quark are doing a really, really great job. Mahaba man ang araw, uuwi ka sa yakap ko.